Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction video on my channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, today we are going back to StarvHarv. What is, I am assuming, badly translated British history, because for some reason this title is translated into German here on my YouTube for whatever reason. Like, pretty much every other video of the badly translated history playlist is with the original title. For whatever reason, this is translated to German, because I guess this video is different. We gotta translate the British history to German. I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna be. As always, link to the original video is down in the description. If you enjoy StarvHarv in his videos, make sure to support him and to subscribe to his channel. Let's see what is gonna happen. How is the British history gonna be influenced? Are they gonna fight themselves again and keep the tradition going?
I translated Wikipedia's timeline of British history through languages with terrible translation quality. This was the result. 55 BC. Romanian general Julius Caesar, good start, first invaded Vietnam and found a battlefield scattered off the coast of Kent. What? I like how he invaded Vietnam and it just was a mistake. He ended up in Kent, which is kind of how you end up in Kent. 54 BC,
Unlucky
Caesar
mistake.
invaded the country for the second time and won a third of it, both invading Britain. 43 AD, Aureus Plutarchus, along with 40,000 soldiers, invaded Britain, and Claire became part of the Roman Empire.
Who is Claire?
Triumph.
Who the hell is
122
Claire?
AD, Emperor Hadrian ordered the wall to represent the borders of the British capital, Rome in the north. New Rome?
The wall.
Bradford, it's the Rome of the North. 190.
Remember back when Trump was president for the first time, and there was this whole, I don't even know what to call it, this whole discussion about him building the wall. Everyone was like panicking, nah, it's not gonna happen. Why would he do that? What is he gonna do? Man. A long time ago, and now we're back to square one. We're gonna try it the second time.
New Rome? Bradford, it's the Rome of the North. 197, the emergency was born. The birthplace. The city. 208, the emperor and his son, Calhara, imposed a warrant directly in England. Cyprus and Caledonia built fortifications in Galman and the Dead Zone. What is the Dead Zone?
Okay, good. It's good that you were asking, because I had no idea.
Zone. 214. In the UK, Brittany, Gloucester, and the United Kingdom are divided into London and York, respectively. I like how Gloucester's mentioned specifically. What? The United Kingdom of Brittany, Gloucester, and the United Kingdom.
What? That's so random. What was the flag? Anthem, God Save Gloucester. Okay.
The United Kingdom.
Nice.
259, the leader of the revolution, the Latin Post, declared Britain part of the Golden Empire. Good. 270, start building a Saxon coast and increase the penetration rate.
The what?
Increase the penetration rate? 274, General
You can
Victor
do that?
Rebel.
You can do that? Teach me, bro.
Bowed to the Argentine and paid tribute to the British prisoners.
What?
It's not a very good rebellion, this. It's like 286 to 296. This is not Britain. This is not Britain. Wait a minute. I'm in France. 287. It retains its power in Britain and declares itself a superpower.
Who is
This is
it?
some rare it law. You know?
Yeah.
I think there's been it law in the past that I haven't paid attention to.
Really? I mean, I haven't watched all of the videos of his, so maybe it appeared in those. But I can't really recall much mention of it. Like, we have he, we have she, we also have some I lore, or me, I guess. But now we have it lore. Okay. Let's see if this is going to be a recurring theme in this video and the videos following this.
Because, can you pay attention to anything in these videos?
No. That's what makes him so great.
Defeats the charming empire in a naval battle. 296, Julius Canos defeated England near Leicester. Killed
What is that
Alexis
picture?
and
Who the
withdrew
fuck
from
is that?
Fran.
He's buff as
I
shit.
don't like it when they say they withdrew from somebody. What's that mean? 297, work began on the construction of a new tower near Hadrian. King Stein II returns to Goliath. The first elevator was a shooting range north of the Latin ferocious animus.
That is quite the sentence. Let's repeat that sentence together. The first elevator was a shooting range north of Latin's ferocious animus. Ah, I definitely understood that. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Me
for some
too.
reason it just skips to 1017. I don't know why. I didn't do it.
Nothing
Blame Wikipedia.
happened in
You want-
between.
Let me talk to Larry Page. I don't know who owns Wikipedia. Let me talk to Mr. Wikipedia, please.
Oh, that's fucking big show.
1017, she was found to be King of England in London. That's huge, Sheila. That's probably the biggest thing she's done. 1042, at Lambeth's wedding, he became King of England because of his alcoholism. That's how you become king. Succeeding Edward as Prime Minister.
Bro, he drank so much. Everyone else was just admiring his badassery, and they were like, okay, yeah, bro. There's no point in competing. Just take the crown.
1057, on the battlefield,
Understandably so.
his Scottish son, Mar, died on her way to Lambam, where he became King of Scotland. It's very confusing what's going on right now. 1086, the census starts with the results of some mobile books. Aren't all books mobile?
Some mobile
1100, William was shot during a hunt for a new wild animal in 2019. 1135, Henry died unhealthy. 1154, Stephen died of tuberculosis, and Henry's 100-year-old nephew, Henry I, was awarded the King of England prize. Congrats. Good prize, that. Quite old to get the prize. 1164,
What kind
Henry
of prize
II
is that?
meditated with Markler in the London Constitution to bring the Catholic bishop guilty of peace crimes to court and present it in a secular court.
What?
Guilty of peace.
Please repeat that.
In the London Constitution to bring the Catholic bishop guilty of peace crimes to court and present it in a secular court. You're guilty of peace crimes. You've been too peaceful.
What is
During
a
the
peace
medieval
crime, bro?
Period. We have to kill at least 3 people a day. 1192. Richard was arrested near Varney when he returned east on the order of the legendary Australian commander Leo Batavi. Richard was released after Austria received 50 tons of
50 tons of cash. That's a lot of
1237,
cash.
Henry II of Scotland and Alexander II signed an agreement claiming British territory in Scandinavia, Canpole, and Westland. Where are these places? 1249, Alexander III of Scotland died, and Alexander III ascended to the throne of Scotland. He's back.
Okay,
The return of
great.
the king, literally. 1266,
The death of the king and the return of the
Scotland and
king.
Norway inherited the Spanish treaty, which
I just love how in these videos death means like nothing. It's absolutely irrelevant. Like he died. Yeah, but he's back, he's the king now. And he died again. And he has a son now. It's so fucking weird.
led
It's
to
great.
the demarcation of the Soviet Union.
The demarcation of the Soviet
1232,
the demarcation of the Soviet Union, that might be one of the best things that could have happened. The demarcation of the Soviet Union.
the death
Damn.
of Henry X Num X. I don't know. Is that actually Roman numerals? He's one of the numbers. One of the Henrys.
It's like
Edward
number
received the
704.
throne of the first generation of Englishmen. 1277, English United, which lasted until 1283.
English
it's you.
United.
I hope it's you. To 1282, Assyria's Lenahate Khan resigned as throne. I think the throne was a person just sitting there. 1283.
The people are special there, I guess.
Duffy Abo
They're
Crawford
their own person
died,
for
and Wales
the throne.
were won by England.
Wales were won by England.
Don't talk about 1287. 1294. The madcap Apollodia What? The huh? Well, you just can't make up words. What is Madcappa Papalidia?
Let me just move out of the way real quick so you can look at the word yourself. Maybe you know how to pronounce that. I don't. And I'm not gonna try.
1305, William Wallace, an anti-Japanese Scottish militant, has been arrested on court charges and confronted by Britain.
What's going on with you? What are you talking about?
The world's first racist.
Bro, did they even know Japan existed back then?
Of Edward became King of England in 2018. Took him a while, but he came back. They're all coming back.
Like I said, that means nothing.
Scotland beat England in the Battle of Penang Burgoon. Sounds like some place in Cambodia. It's Burgoon. Is that some kind of goon burger? I don't want to say.
Oh!
1222, King Edward II defeated them on the battlefield of Poboris.
That's pretty badass.
1227, Church 3, Edward Church. Edward II is killed. 1377, the death of his brother Richard II attracted the British king. I don't want to know. 1399.
What? No. Let's put that on again. The death of his brother Richard II attracted the British king. Bro, did he just get turned on because his brother died? Freaky British people.
I don't want to know. 1399. Henry Brooks gave birth to the British throne and became Henry IV. I mean, that's kind of a better reason to become king than you're an alcoholic. 1413.
Is it?
Henry IV is dead. Oh. And his son, Henry V. But he's also dead, or is just saying his, yeah. 1415, Henry V returns to England after a landslide victory on the battlefield of Arkansas. Well done.
Good job, good job.
It's a landslide victory, bro. He won all the votes on the battlefield. And then Henry killed 4, and Edwards climbed to the British throne in 2018. A lot's happening in 2018. I was going to say a lot to look forward to, but then that's 6 years ago. 1509. England have arrested Henry VIII and Caitlin Arabio. Is this woman? What has she done? What has she done? 1534.
This random chick off of LinkedIn.
As
What?
Henry VIII suggested. 1547. King Edward IV's hat. 1549.
Cool.
England is divided into the southern west. Up to the throne in England, says Marley. Thank you, Marley. 1560, the US Senate has passed a bill to reform churches in Scotland. I'm just going to ignore 1571. Don't want to talk about that.
Okay, yeah. Nothing of value there.
1582, this has sparked a row between the Knights of Edinburgh University in Scotland. Okay. Oi, oi. Whoa, what are you doing, mate? Where's me bloody armor gone? Whoa. 1587, Marley, the Queen of England. Okay, I could see why they were talking about English.
The Queen
affairs
of
now.
England, Marley,
The
what?
Queen of Scots' decision to deliver the goods to Northamptonshire on the 8th of February. 1592, Scout and Asian Book 5 implements
Scout
the Church
from
of
Team
Scotland's
Fortress.
Golden Rule Book, which has authority over the elderly community. 1605, Guy Fawkes. That's a good one. And others tried to undermine Queen James IV.
The furries.
And the British Parliament.
They're trying to undermine the Queen.
1606, in England, King
Wait.
James I.
The Queen James. I missed that. What? Tried to undermine the Queen James IV. I mean, if you're gonna dress like that, you might as well be considered a queen, right? If you want to be called the queen when you're dressing like that, you should be considered the queen, I guess.
And the British Parliament. 1606, in England, King James I declared a row between Virginia. Why do they keep having rows around here? 1625, England v Scotland, James IV. I'm dying.
Is he laughing? That's why he's dying, or what?
America was born and became queen. 1721, Robert Werber became the first president
gave
of
birth
the
to
United
America?
States. Don't you remember? 1762, the third generation of Potterberry Studs has become president.
This Potterberry
And then
studs.
1763,
Okay.
Basriel, Gerald, Zori. This
Huh?
is some kind of like spell I've just cast.
It's a curse, bro.
1766. According to the Declaration of Independence, the new government has accepted it. The world's first
Okay,
steel bridge,
cool.
an iron bridge, was built in Slovakia. Okay, thanks for the update. Thanks for the news. 1801, the United
still
Kingdom
waiting
and
for
Uzbekistan
them
are
to
already
fight
involved.
each other.
King III,
Whoa.
United Kingdom and Uzbekistan are already involved. King
Wait.
III is the first king. 18
Yeah, because that makes sense. King the Third is the first king. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be the first king?
1809, he is president. Well,
Oh,
1810, the discovery of
Understandably.
the ice monster was first discovered in Mary Anning. What ice monster? Hello? 1815, there was a battle for water. What's going on? 1833, slavery of the British Empire was confirmed in 1833. The Conservatives were born. 18...
the conservatives were born. They didn't exist up until now. It just randomly someone gave birth to them and then they kind of started existing. Also, the slavery of Britain was confirmed. By who? Who just decided the entirety of Britain is enslaved? That seems like a pretty big and impactful decision to me, you know?
38, apricot seals. Two types of the word stamps.
What is that image?
1842, at the beginning of the peace, income tax was introduced.
Oh no. Oh no. And the peace was gone.
1848, Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels has expressed the hypocrisy of the communists. Pro-capitalist Karl Marx can't hurt you. He's not real. 1850.
Can you imagine the fucking separate, like, path of history if Karl Marx actually was against communism and socialism? What would have happened? What would have happened? That would be very interesting. I think a lot of stuff would have changed. A lot of things would be a lot differently than they are now.
For Dr. John Snow has discovered water contaminated with the virus. Hello? 1887, virus detective Sherlock Holmes.
The
first
virus
appears
detective
in
Sherlock Holmes.
There's a lot of virus talk going on. 1901, Queen Victoria died and King Edward II takes the throne. He said he would be back. The Treaty of That Body was signed by Great Britain and France. 1911, Queen Mary is a latecomer. Under the Act of Parliament of 1918, more than 30 women were allowed to vote for the first time.
Oh, that is very progressive. More than 30 women in the entire nation. And who was picked to be the lucky one? More than 30 women. That's a start. That's better than 0.
Technically true. I think there's like several leaders in the country because Bonelaw becomes prime minister, Stanley Baldwin is the chairman, and Ramzamat is the president.
They're just all
In
ruling at the same time.
1926, the England captain was not disappointed. According to the People's Congress Act of 1928, women have the right to choose men above the age of 21, okay?
There's so much wrong with this sentence. What? Wait. Let's go back.
According
Let's
to
go
the
back.
People's Congress Act of 1928, women have the right to choose men.
According to the People's Congress Act of 1928. So what was before 1928? I mean, if you're living in these kinds of situations, then yes, allowing 30 women or more than 30 women to vote would be quite modern and impactful.
Above the age of 21, okay? 1929, Ray
At least we have some
became
standards here,
McDonald's
huh?
vice president. After
McDonald's
my
vice
autonomy in
president.
Canada, I noticed an increase in knowledge from Canada. And then 1934, LNE 3447222.
You're really gonna pronounce all of it.
22 Fnos Allen is on the verge of a crackdown on The Hague. He said enough. He's being persecuted for his name. 1938, Elnera 4468 Doncaster Greenery broke the record of the fastest field at 203 kilometers per hour. 1948, King
What is that even
Andy of the
supposed to
United
mean?
States. I don't know what's going on over there. I think we have to ignore it. Ototo thought it was the first budget and thought it was the word of the first author who thought it was the author's word.
What?
Roger Steyer had 4 minutes to go. Okay. I got some bad it law. 1965. It is dead. The 1967 Offences Act
But he's coming back, right?
legalizes men over the age of 21. Finally. Before...
Wait. Wait, didn't it say earlier that that women were legally allowed to choose men, assuming they're over the age of 21?
Legalizes men.
And then like 30, 40 years later, they only start legalizing men over the age of 21. So that entire law beforehand was completely useless. It's just like, yeah, you are allowed to choose, but only if these, and these conditions apply, which will never apply. Sneaky fuckers. Took them like 40 years until they had to cave in and legalize men over the age of 21.
Finally. Before, when you reach 21, that was it. Made it pretty tricky for women to choose men over 21.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying.
The Liberal Democrats, a few days before the British digital currency. They got like crypto going on in the past. 1984,
they knew their
the
stuff.
attack on the British miners was a huge explosion and the struggle against the government's ban on British coal mining. Marguerite Silesia. 1986, the soap opera's Easter drama became the most popular show in the UK.
Hey, what are these bunnies saying? What?
30.1 million mirrors. That's a lot of mirrors.
That's a fuck ton of mirrors. What?
Dolly became the first mammal produced by Coke. He became president of Tanzania.
Oh, here we go.
Why not?
Another country for him to rule.
Britain and the United States invades Iraq. It was just some money. 2014.
Yeah, basically.
Scottish independence was transferred to the Soviet Union and moved quietly. Okay. Scotland's gone. That's just part of the Soviet Union now. Just write it off. Don't worry about it. Sorry, 2016. Britain voted through the European Union and Qatar. 2018.
What?
The Prophet Muhammad was born in Cambridge. Okay.
What? What was the original supposed to say? Well, you heard it here first. The Prophet Muhammad was born in Cambridge in 2018, which means he probably is still alive and might enter elementary school, or is already in elementary school in Cambridge somewhere. So yeah, if you live near Cambridge, go say hi to him. Greet the prophet, I guess.
2019, the resolution referred to the Brexit deal as a surrender to the current public, and the largest recall conference in history failed. 2021, 70-year-old British Princess Elizabeth II will take over the British throne on Thursday, and then Queen Elizabeth II dies at age 96. Damn. From Thursday to now, that aged her quite a lot. And then...
the responsibilities of the throne,
the king is
bro.
Charles III, Camilla III. Camilla is king and throne of England and president of Camilla.
Bro, she's
and other parts of the
everything.
Commonwealth. All hail Camilla, the true king.
Absolutely. You better watch out what you're posting about her online as well, because she rules more than you think. I hope I don't get copyrighted for this music. All hail eternal leader Camille. Bro. What is with this cursed end image, bro? Yeah, let's speed it up a little bit. Okay, thanks. Perfect. I did manage to pause the video in time before the next video starts. Great. That was good. That was good. I enjoyed that. I think you guys probably did as well. We got some he lore again. We got some she lore and we got some it lore, which again, I'm not sure if we had that before. We had some deaths and of course people coming back from the dead, because that's what we always do here in these videos. Unfortunately, Britain did not declare war on itself and fight against itself. I was a bit disappointed by that. But other than that, that was a really good video. Good job by StarvHarv as always. I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, and you want me to watch other videos, let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And take care. I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.